everybody, welcome back. This lesson goes a little bit deeper into what matrices are and a little bit of details about matrices. So, as we saw before, a matrix is simply a rectangular array of numbers, and these numbers can represent all sorts of things. The plural of matrix is matrices. These are enclosed in square brackets and are usually named with capital letters. So we'll see something like capital A equals a matrix or capital M equals a matrix. This is just the standard way that mathematicians like to label matrices. A row in a matrix is a set of numbers that are aligned horizontally, so rows are horizontal. A column in a matrix is a set of numbers that are aligned vertically. Each number in a matrix we call an element of the matrix. Matrix elements are defined first by row and then by column. So for example, to locate the element in matrix A defined as A sub ij, we look for the element in matrix in row I and in column J. We'll do some examples of these in this example. And a matrix is often referred to by its size or dimension. We also call this order, and this is m times n, indicating m rows and n columns. So let's do an example to learn more about this matrix A. So we first want to determine the order of A, and order, as we see in the definitions above, is equal to m rows, so how many rows there are, times n columns. How many columns are there? So here, rows being horizontal, I have 1, 2, 3 rows. So my first number is a 3. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So my order or dimension here is 3 by 4. I want to determine A sub 1, 3. So this is the entry in the first row of A and the third column of A. Let's write that down. So this 1 is the first column, first row, and this 3 represents the third column. So I go to my first row. I'm going to erase these. My first row, which is here, and my third column, which is there. And I see that the intersection between those two things is this element 0. So A sub 1, 3 is 0. The second thing we want to try to find is A sub 3, 1. Trying to erase this. So to find A sub 3, 1, I look in my third row. This 3 represents the third row, and the 1 represents the first column. So I look in my third row, first column, and that intersection point is 5. So A sub 3, 1, that entry is 5. Okay. Next we want to do A sub 2, 2. So the first 2 represents the second row, and then the second 2 represents the second column. So I have my second row, second column. I see that that entry is negative 11. That is where those two things intersect each other. And last, I want to determine A sub 1, 4. So the 1 represents the first row, and the 4 represents the fourth column. So I am in the first row and the fourth column, and I see that that entry is 0.5. So hopefully this made you a little bit more comfortable with these definitions up here. We'll be practicing with these all week, so you'll get plenty of practice. But that is it for today. Have a wonderful day.